Okay, wait, because now I'm actually surprising myself. I thought I was gonna keep that one. Welcome back everyone. Today's video is going to be a new collection or rejection video. This is my review style videos that I do. I do some hauls on my channel, some first impressions, some get ready with me's, and then when I come back to do my review, I call it collection or rejection. I decide what is actually going into my makeup collection now that I've been trying it for about a month or so, and what I'm deciding is not going to make it into my makeup collection. So for today's video, I am going to be reviewing some products like from the ColourPop Beauty and the Beast collection, from First Aid Beauty, a sunscreen, CoverGirl. We've got some Lottie London in here. There's some reviews to get through today. I'll link everything in my description box as well as the YouTube shopping button that will be popping up. I did just film a first impression video as well. So I have on some new products from like Charlotte Tilbury, Nomad Cosmetics, I have NARS, YSL on, Rare Beauty is on my lips. So this Get Ready With Me I think should already be up on my channel. I'm doing a little bit of pre-filming because I'm going on vacation to the Hamptons. But the Get Ready With Me should already be up. But let's jump into it, and let's start with a product that I know that I'm going to be decluttering. This is from Lottie London. It's their collaboration with Outer Banks. This is their Kook Proof Lip and Cheek Balm, and it is like a very glowy, shimmery cream bronzer. Okay. This was one, I didn't really think that I was going to love it, but sometimes you can surprise yourself. Sometimes it's like you might as well, you know, just give it a try. You never know what or who you'll fall in love with. But this one was just not it for me. I have been starting to get more into my cream products. For a while there, I was really only into powder bronzers, powder blushes, but lately I've been getting out there. I've been going back into my creams for a little bit. This one to me, I just felt was like a little bit too glowy for me as a bronzer, and I like a glowy bronze product, don't get me wrong, but especially with it being a cream product, I just felt like it was a little bit like showed too much texture on my skin. I don't have the nicest, smoothest, youngest skin in the world, so I don't want something that's going to emphasize texture or pores or breakouts or anything like that. That's just kind of what I was feeling with the Lottie London. So I tried it. It's not a terrible product. If you like a very glowy cream bronzer, you might really enjoy this one from Lottie London. I know it has a good price point to it, but for me, it was just not gonna work out. Another bronzy glowy product, but one that I really enjoy, is from First Aid Beauty. These are the Bronze and Glow Drops. I know I just mentioned this in a recent video. I don't remember which one, but I mentioned this in a recent video and I was saying how much I enjoy this one. So this one to me, again, you have a liquid product here, and this just does exactly what it says it does. It's going to make your skin bronzy and glowy, but to me, it doesn't emphasize texture. It doesn't emphasize pores. It doesn't make it look like I've put a spotlight all over my face, because sometimes, again, when you don't have great skin, I did recently have an allergic reaction to a product, so my skin is still kind of calming down from that incident, but I am more acne prone as well. I have PCOS, I deal with hormonal acne and things like that. So sometimes when I put on like an illuminating product, or, you know, especially like an all over type of illuminator like this, it's just spotlighting and highlighting things that I don't necessarily want highlighted and spotlighted, but I do not feel that way with the First Aid Beauty. This to me is a really good no makeup day product. It's easy to apply. It looks very natural on the skin. It just kind of gives you that little like you've been in the sun type of glow, and I think this one is beautiful. This is definitely a great travel product for me. It's a great beach bag product for me. Really been liking that one. Then speaking of beach bag and travel and all the things, I have an SPF here as well. This is from IT Cosmetics. This is their Hello Sunshine Invisible Hydrating Serum Sunscreen. This has SPF 50. This is one of my favorite SPFs right now. I highly, highly recommend this one. I see in my comments all the time people asking me for my favorite SPFs. The IT Cosmetics has definitely joined the rankings of that. I love the one from Summer Fridays. I love the Bliss Tinted Sunscreen. Charlotte Tilbury has a nice SPF as well. But this one, it's going to make you more glowy. It doesn't have any sort of tint to it like the one from Bliss, but it just, how it says, it's a hydrating serum sunscreen. It's very liquidy, and when you apply it, you just instantly kind of get that hydrated glow. So once again, this is a really nice no makeup product. It's not gonna make you like, I don't want to say shimmery with this one, but it's not going to make you bronzy like the one from First Aid Beauty. It's just going to make you glowy, like you just drank a whole gallon of water. That's how I feel when you put this one on. It has 1% provitamin B5, also hyaluronic acid, that helps to protect and prime. This is one that I'm already more than halfway out of because it's just one of my favorite SPFs to go to. Highly, highly recommend that one from IT Cosmetics. And then I have a mascara. This one is from CoverGirl. This is their Lash Blast Cleantopia Mascara. This one is so funny to me because when I first used it in the first impression video, I was like, okay, like it's cute, it's fine, it's probably gonna be okay. I like this one so much. I wear this one all of the time. This is very much often in my on-the-go makeup bag, which is right next to me since I was just doing my makeup. This mascara, first of all, doesn't move on me. That is very important to me. I live in Las Vegas. It is 114 degrees. 114 degrees, okay? I do not want my makeup moving all over my face, transferring all over my face. I don't want raccoon eyes, all of the things. This mascara has held up so well. I wore this one in Austin when it was so humid. Held up so well, held up through all of our dinners, held up through a crazy night at the club. If you watch my Instagram stories or my TikTok, you know what I'm talking about. But this one is such a nice mascara, and I like it because it gives me that like doll-like look to my lashes. It almost gives them just that like more wispy look to them. It makes them longer and just like fuller and wispy. The only thing that I would say about this one, and it's kind of similar to the Essence mascara that I'm trying out today, I wish it would make my lashes a little bit darker so they would like stand out a little bit more maybe, but I still really love that doll-like wispy effect that it gives my lashes, and I love that it doesn't move on me. I've been using the Cleantopia so much. Again, this is a very like, for the most part, more of an affordable collection or rejection video, but this is a nice one. I found it available on Amazon as well. Definitely recommend that mascara. And then lastly, I just have some products from the ColourPop Beauty and the Beast collection to go over. So I have the lip products in here. I can't remember what the set was called that it came in, but we have a lip gloss in Bookworm, and then also a lipstick, and this one, does it have a shade name? This one is in Not So Odd. I love the rose imprint on the lipsticks as well. This lipstick is a beautiful, like rosy pink. It's very pretty. It is more of your satin finish for this one. And then we do also, but I think it was supposed to be matte. I think there was something about that that confused me. Like it's supposed to be matte, but to me it looked more of a satin finish. And then we also have just like a really light pink gloss as well. Now I like the ColourPop lip products. The glosses aren't something that like crazy blow me away, but like a light pink gloss like this I do think is pretty. For the lipstick, I really love this shade, but to me I wish it felt and looked a little bit more matte on the lips versus more of the shimmer formula. So even though I really do like this shade, I feel like it's not gonna be one of those that I wear a ton, and I feel like I'm gonna have people in my life that would really like appreciate and enjoy and wear the crap out of this lipstick. It's Beauty and the Beast. The packaging is so cute. Like I said, the actual lipstick, like so cute. It's one of those that like I think I would be happy to keep in my collection, but I don't think it would be a lipstick that I reach for on a really consistent basis. So why not give it to someone who will get more out of it? And then I was kind of thinking the same with the gloss, because again, I'm more of a gloss girl over like a bullet lipstick girl right now. And so when I was thinking about the gloss, and I tried it a few times, and I paired it with lip liners like the Natasha Denona My Dream, like a really like light pink. I paired it with MAC Whirl one time, which felt like was a little bit too dark for this really light pink gloss. And it's still like, it's a really pretty gloss. But ColourPop doesn't have my absolute favorite formula for glosses, and I tend to just go back to the ones that I love, like the ones from Lawless Beauty. Like I think about like the Sigma lip oils. I have the Ofra Cosmetics lip glosses in front of me. I just tend to go back to those over and over. So again, kind of the point of my collection and rejection videos is that I'm doing consistent makeup declutters, but also kind of like makeup check-ins, because since I've decided a couple of years ago to keep a not so crazy makeup collection, to keep it a little bit more in check for someone who does do beauty YouTube full time. So that's, you know, that's a whole caveat in itself. But I don't want to just have piles and piles and piles of makeup like I have years in the past. And so my idea, since I started doing the PR hauls and the first impressions, and I want to bring you the reviews, and I want to tell you what I think is good, not good. I want to show you how products work and how they look. But even if a product is really good, I don't want to get into the mindset of like having to keep everything. So the point of the collection or rejection videos is that not all of the makeup that I'm trying is instantly just a part of my makeup collection and I'm just gonna try it and then I'm gonna throw it in my collection. End of the year, I'll do a giant declutter. I'm trying to keep myself in check with keeping a smaller makeup collection by doing these. So even though I think both of these are really nice products, I think I would be happy to have them around. I think every once in a while, I would probably throw them on my lips. But I really want to keep the products, the formulas, the brands that I consistently go back to. And I just feel like someone else is going to get more use out of these from the Beauty and the Beast collection. I think the same about the blush, because the blush for a while, I was like, I'm definitely keeping the blush because I kept wearing it and kept wearing it and kept wearing it. This is the pressed powder blush in the shade Mrs. Potts, which I think is so cute. Packaging, I think, was completely on point for the ColourPop Beauty and the Beast collection. I thought it was so beautiful. I really used this blush so much. I really did. It is a light pink blush and I think that it's so beautiful. I will say, I feel like as the time has gone on, as I am outside all of the time, I walk 2 hours every single morning. I am in the sun a lot. I'm just outside a lot. I have definitely started to get a summer tan going on. And I just feel like the last few times that I've used this blush, I'm like, ooh, the coloring is not really working out for me anymore. It's just like, it's not working out. It's not working out anymore for me, but which makes me super sad because this is a beautiful blush. It's one of those that like, could I keep it around? Because eventually, unless I keep traveling the way that I do, but I will probably, you know, my summer tan will begin to fade at some point and then I could go back to this blush, but why keep it around in my collection and not use it for so long when I could give it to someone that could use it right now? And again, I have a lot of blushes. I just made a purchase from Ulta Beauty and ordered a blush in there as well. So I'll have an Ulta haul coming if it's not already up. Again, I'm getting ready to do some traveling and I'm not sure the package will be here before I go or not. So I'll have an Ulta haul coming. There's a blush in there. So I'm like, Samantha, you don't have to keep this one. You can pass it along and everything will be okay. But it's a beautiful blush. It really is a nice blush. I do like the ColourPop blushes. It's literally just that shade in particular that I'm like, dang. And lastly, the final product that I have to review is the ColourPop Beauty and the Beast eyeshadow palette. So this one is a 4-8-12, a 12 pan eyeshadow palette. This to me is a tough one because again, I love Beauty and the Beast. I'm not someone who watches a lot of TVs, movies, shows, all the things. So a lot of times when brands do collabs, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what it's about. I don't know the characters. I don't understand the packaging. I love Beauty and the Beast. So I love this packaging. I love Belle inside holding her rose. I think that it's so cute. I use this palette so much. This, after I put it in my first impressions video, I just put it in my on-the-go makeup bag and I was constantly using it. I was wearing this gold all of the time. Forbidden has a pretty solid dip in it, like a pretty solid dip. Break the Curse, this kind of deeper mauve, so beautiful. I will say, like, there's a few shades that, I mean, I really didn't touch Dinner Invite or Book Lover. West Wing, I would do a little bit for liner. Ballroom Dance, that was a really fun one too. Belle has like a cool shift to it. This is a really pretty palette. And in my mind, I'm like, you should keep it because it's pretty, it's nice. I like this formula. I like the packaging. Literally, as I was sitting down to film this video and I was putting everything in my little jiggle-ma-bob here, I was like, I'm gonna keep the ColourPop Beauty and the Beast. And then I was like, I felt like there was a voice at the back of my head that was like, but do you need to? Do you need to keep it? Again, trying to keep a smaller makeup collection, trying to actually think about what I need and what I'll continue to reach for. And even though I had a time where I was reaching into this one so much, like a gold, a mauve shade, like I have those in other palettes. I also recently purchased the Natasha Denona Golden palette and I feel like I'm going into this a lot right now for the gold tones. Like Alchemist is such a beautiful shade, Orium, like I wear Fizzy all of the time that I just stuck my nail in. I feel like a lot of the looks that I was doing with ColourPop Beauty and the Beast, I'm now doing with Natasha Denona. Minus, of course, like it doesn't have like the mauve in here and that sort of thing. It is more of, you know, your gold palette, but I have mauve tones in other palettes. I'm surprising myself because I didn't think I was going to declutter this one, but I think that it's gonna be the right move to do. Again, it's beautiful. This is a palette that I would recommend. It's so pretty, especially if you do love Beauty and the Beast. I think that this is such a cute one. This is such a good collector's item. I have someone in my life who is a big Beauty and the Beast fan. I also want to throw that out there because I'm literally gifting this entire collection to them. And I just think that they'll be really excited about that. So I want to say that I feel like that plays in the back of my mind as well. But to me, even though it's so beautiful, I don't have to keep every single item that's beautiful, especially like I talked about this in a recent video, but as a reviewer, I don't need to keep every product that's good, that's beautiful, that works well, that performs well, that I like the shades. I would literally be drowning in makeup. Literally, because there's so much good makeup right now. I really want to be very picky and choosy about what I am keeping. But this to me, I really do feel like this to me was the standout from the ColourPop Beauty and the Beast collection. Like if I'm going to recommend anything to you from the collection, I really am going to recommend the eyeshadow palette. I think that it's beautiful. I just think as someone who owns a lot of eyeshadow palettes and who literally on a day-to-day basis either doesn't wear eyeshadow or wears one shade, 2 if I'm feeling crazy, 3 if I'm feeling really frisky, I think I can pass it along to a better home, and I think that I'm gonna feel good about that decision. I think maybe at the end of the year, since I'm gonna do consistently collection or rejection, it might be fun to do one of those like, do I regret decluttering anything? And honestly, there's a small part of me that is like, I could regret decluttering Beauty and the Beast, but I still think that it's the right move to do. I think someone else will get a lot more use out of it than me just reaching for it every once in a while between all of the new palettes that I am trying. So that's it. So from this one, I am keeping the First Aid Beauty, the mascara, and the SPF. Okay, I feel like that really like sums up my makeup preference right now. No makeup days, sunscreen, and mascara. That pretty much makes sense. Okay, well, to me, this was like a shorter collection or rejection video, but I feel like it was a doozy. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be more collection or rejection videos coming up soon. I hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.